Have you ever heard about the pirates of Somalia? Not just the swashbuckling kind with cutlasses and pistols, but a group that thrives on power and chaos in equal parts. Now, picture this, these modern-day pirates going head-to-head with the colossal warships of the US Navy. We're talking about vessels loaded with cutting-edge tech, bristling with weaponry, often stretching over 300 meters long and capable of displacing more than 100,000 tons. So what happens when these 21st century pirates decide to take on some of the most lethal ships ever built? Don't write them off too quickly, though. Today's pirates have come a long way from the legends of the Caribbean, the tales of Blackbeard and Captain Kidd. These guys are a serious threat, and if you think they're not dangerous, you might want to think again. Join us as we dive into the intense story of how a notorious Somali pirate crew targeted the MV Maersk, Alabama. We'll explore what went down when the US Navy deployed the USS Howard destroyer, and how it took both the military and diplomatic efforts from several nations to secure the ship's release. Which brings us to the bigger question: in today's world, do pirates actually stand a chance? How did piracy start? So how did piracy even begin in Somalia? Well, Somalia, located in the Horn of Africa, has gone through some really tough times. Years of war, extreme poverty, and a complete lack of law and order eventually gave rise to piracy along its coastline. Back in the 1990s, things got especially bad after President Siad Barre was ousted. With no stable government in place, armed groups started vying for control. In the chaos, foreign vessels saw an opportunity. They began illegally fishing in Somali waters and even dumped toxic waste there. Local fishermen, feeling helpless and desperate, ended up turning to piracy. They believed they were protecting their waters while trying to make a living. By the 2000s, the world couldn't ignore what was happening anymore. Somali pirates were making headlines. They had powerful weapons and started hijacking large ships, demanding massive ransoms for their release. These pirates were fast and strategic. They used small, speedy boats for their attacks and often took entire ship crews as hostages. Ransoming both ships and sailors quickly became a highly profitable business. Unlike the pirates of the past who lived on their ships, today's Somali pirates operate from land-based camps and rely on speedboats instead of large vessels. They're more likely to carry automatic rifles than swords, and their goal is to instill fear, steal valuables, and sometimes punish people in brutal ways. One of those punishments is called marooning. It's an old pirate tradition where someone is left alone on a deserted island as punishment, usually for causing problems or betraying the crew. They'd be given a small supply of food, a bit of water, and a single gun, just in case things got too desperate and they needed a final option. The fight against piracy. On one side, there's the powerful US Navy, a true symbol of naval dominance, equipped with the latest technology and a clear mission to protect global sea routes and maritime interests. On the other side, a clever and hard-to-catch enemy appears: pirates. These bold outlaws, driven by desperation and the dream of unimaginable riches, sail through dangerous waters in fast, agile boats, striking fear into the hearts of anyone at sea. As the US Navy responds with its advanced weapons and smart tactics to hunt down this shadowy threat, a tense and complex battle begins to play out. With every encounter, the risk grows higher. Be recognizing how serious the threat of piracy is, both to global shipping and the safety of sailors, the US Navy has crafted a thorough strategy to face this long-standing problem directly. At the core of their plan, the use of non-lethal deterrence, a smart, calculated way to fight piracy without unnecessary bloodshed. Non-lethal deterrence. Non-lethal deterrence plays a key role in reducing the dangers when facing pirate threats. But it raises a question: why use non-lethal weapons at all? Why not just hit back with full force? It's a valid debate. Still, the US Navy prefers to prevent violence rather than escalate it, aiming to discourage pirates from attacking in the first place and protecting everyone traveling through international waters. One of the most common tools in this approach is the Long-Range Acoustic Device, or LRAD. These systems send out powerful, focused sound waves, basically intense, painful beams of noise. The sound is so high-pitched and unbearable that it overwhelms the human ear, deafening anyone nearby and forcing them to back off. Another favorite is the water cannon, a serious non-lethal weapon that blasts a strong jet of water, creating a wall that's nearly impossible for pirates to break through. It can even flood smaller boats, slowing them down or stopping them altogether. And we all know what happens when too much water gets inside a boat. Then there are even stronger non-lethal tools: stun grenades, electric security fences, laser beams, and dazzle guns. These don't kill, but they definitely make attackers regret coming too close. The U.S. Navy under attack. During its active deployment, the USS Nicholas, FFG-47, experienced a high-stakes incident involving a pirate attack. In April 2010, while patrolling the Indian Ocean, the frigate was caught in a tense standoff with Somali pirates. The situation developed when the USS Nicholas identified a suspected pirate skiff operating nearby. The ship's crew responded immediately, implementing appropriate defensive protocols. As the pirates attempted to escape, the USS Nicholas, fulfilling its anti-piracy mission, launched a pursuit. With remarkable precision and coordination, the frigate successfully intercepted the pirate vessel. As tensions escalated, the pirates aboard the skiff opened fire, prompting a gunfight. The well-trained and determined crew of the USS Nicholas responded decisively, protecting their ship and neutralizing the threat. The confrontation ended with several pirates captured, while others fled, abandoning their skiff. This successful defensive operation highlighted the ship's strength and the crew's effectiveness in handling piracy threats. Ever imagine what it's like to be on one of those ships during an attack? Share in the comments how you'd react if you were in that moment. The incident underscored the poor planning and irrational choices often made by pirates, who sometimes engage vessels far beyond their capability. Another significant piracy event involving the U.S. Navy took place in April 2009 during the hijacking of the MV Maersk, Alabama. This U.S.-flagged container ship was seized by Somali pirates in the Indian Ocean. Responding swiftly, the USS Bainbridge, an Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer, arrived at the scene after receiving a distress call. The pirates had taken the ship's captain, Richard Phillips, hostage aboard a lifeboat. Initial efforts to negotiate with the pirates failed as the situation worsened. Eventually, the Navy decided to act. In a daring nighttime mission, Navy SEAL snipers from the USS Bainbridge executed a precise operation, eliminating 3 pirates and rescuing Captain Phillips safely. This mission, dubbed Operation Neptune Spear, displayed the U.S. Navy's skill and courage in handling piracy, even in extreme situations. While the U.S. has been fortunate to possess the military strength and technological resources to counter piracy, many other countries face greater difficulties. Challenges such as limited resources, geographical vulnerabilities, and inconsistent international support often hinder their efforts to address maritime piracy effectively. Now, let's explore the incredible strength of the U.S. Navy, an overwhelming force that some pirates mistakenly believe they can challenge. To put it simply, the U.S. Navy commands the largest and most advanced fleet in the world. Among its most formidable ships is the Zumwalt-class destroyer, a symbol of futuristic naval innovation and versatility. The USS Zumwalt, the flagship of this class, is designed to perform a wide range of missions, from deterrence to dominating the seas. These ships are built not only for present-day warfare but also to accommodate advanced technologies and evolving mission requirements. One such future enhancement includes the integration of the Pentagon's Common Hypersonic Glide Body, an ultra-fast missile system capable of reaching speeds over Mach 5, destroying targets purely through its incredible velocity. Meanwhile, the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer remains one of the Navy's most critical assets. First commissioned in 1991, this warship continues to serve as a cornerstone of American naval power. Armed with a diverse range of weaponry, it can counter threats from the air, sea, and beneath the surface. Any pirate foolish enough to confront an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer is making a fatal error. Equipped with the highly advanced Aegis combat system, these ships can detect, track, and eliminate threats in a matter of seconds. The sheer firepower at their disposal is more than capable of instantly neutralizing any pirate skiff. Despite this, some pirates continue to recklessly target U.S. Navy ships. It raises a puzzling question. Why would pirates dare to engage such overwhelmingly superior vessels? And how do you feel about the potential use of non-lethal weapons in these situations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A united front against piracy. In the ongoing fight against piracy, key organizations like the International Maritime Bureau, IMB, have stepped up to play essential roles. The IMB acts as a vital watchdog, monitoring and documenting piracy incidents across the globe, while sharing crucial intelligence with governments and law enforcement agencies. On top of that, the United Nations has made proactive efforts through the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. This comprehensive legal framework lays down the rules for addressing piracy and promotes global cooperation. It allows nations to come together to apprehend and prosecute pirates, no matter their nationality or where they strike. One of the most effective players in this effort is Combined Task Force 150, CTF 150, part of the larger Combined Maritime Forces. This multinational naval force focuses on improving maritime safety and security in regions like the Gulf of Aden, the Arabian Sea, and the Indian Ocean. Its mission goes beyond piracy. It also targets terrorism, smuggling, and other illegal activities, creating a safer maritime environment overall. What's inspiring is how countries come together, rotating their naval ships, aircraft, and personnel to maintain this powerful task force. It's a true example of teamwork, with different nations working side by side on patrols, surveillance, and interception missions across the assigned zones. CTF 150 isn't working in isolation either. It actively partners with groups like the European Union Naval Force and NATO, ensuring tight coordination. And yes, the US Navy continues to play a major role in this joint fight, further proving its long-standing commitment to keeping global sea lanes secure. Now, what do you think? How can these international partnerships grow even stronger? And when it comes to handling pirates, should we stick to non-lethal deterrence? Or is there a case for using full force? Let us know your thoughts, ideas, or even tactical suggestions in the comments below. All things considered, operations like CTF 150 show just how serious the US Navy is about stopping piracy in vulnerable hotspots. Whether it's deploying warships like the USS Howard to monitor hijacked vessels such as the Phaeton, or coordinating with allies to secure shipping lanes, their efforts make a huge difference in protecting global trade and the safety of those at sea. We offer our deepest gratitude to the brave men and women who risk their lives in this mission. Their courage and unwavering dedication truly deserve our admiration and respect. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, hit that subscribe button to show your support. It means the world to us. We've got plenty more exciting and informative content coming your way about the US Navy and maritime affairs, so tap that bell icon to stay updated whenever we upload something new. Also, if you have stories or experiences related to Coast Guard ops or Navy life, share them. We feature the best comments in future episodes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.